Simulcasting live from Twitch, Twitter, Facebook and YouTube, welcome captains to episode 76 of Priority One Armada Live, your source for the latest in Star Trek Online and Priority One Armada related news. I'm your host Winters, and joining me tonight is Jason and Kat. Join us for the roundtable. discussion as we check out the scenery here at New Romulus at the staging area, instance number 2. So, guys, how have you been doing? Jason, what's the last 7 days been like for you?
It's been real good. I got me a new monitor set up and enjoying the fact that I can see everything now.
Fantastic. Excellent. And how about you, Kat? How's the last 7 days been for you?
Really good. I went and saw Fleetwood Mac this week, even though they didn't have Lindsey Buckingham.
Oh, wow.
But also very good because Neil Finn from Crowded House was the Lindsey Buckingham for the tour. Although I am sad about Lindsey Buckingham having open heart surgery yesterday. Yeah, and apparently his vocal cords were damaged, so that's terrible.
Wow.
But anyway, so that all happened this week.
Yeah.
But I got to see Fleetwood Mac. Stevie Nicks, her voice holds up. It was really good.
Excellent. Sounds like fun times. And were you planning this for a long time, or was it like a spur-in-the-moment type deal?
Well, a bunch of my friends are huge Fleetwood Mac fans, and the minute tickets went on sale, they were like, we're going.
Right. Excellent.
So, yeah, it's been planned for a while.
Nice. Good stuff. Well, welcome to all of our Twitch viewers tonight. We have a lot of stuff to go over in tonight's show. But before we go any further, Jason, can you tell us all about our first giveaway of the night, please?
Sure, winners. Our first giveaway of the night is a Gamma Vanguard starter pack code. So for your chance to win, tune in every Saturday to Priority One Armada Live and enter the keyword into our live chat. We have giveaways every show, so make sure you tune in for your chance to win.
Okay, Captains, for your chance to win a Gamma Vanguard starter pack code, type the word Rebecca into the chat now. Good luck to everyone. So, Jason, after the roundtable, what's our heading for tonight's away mission?
Captains, prepare for battle as we head to the Undine Space Battle Zone. Get some Undine marks, isomorphic injectors, and most importantly, dilithium from taking down the Undine.
Sorry, kitten on the keyboard. The Priority One Armada staff loves creating new content for our community to enjoy. So if you ever have questions about the show, the weekly giveaways, the Armada, or whatever, then click on the follow button in Twitch so you'll be notified when we're on the air. And on behalf of the Priority One Armada staff, we want to thank you for your continued support now and for years to come.
Looking for a friendly and helpful community to join in Star Trek Online? Then sign up and join Priority One Armada by visiting PriorityOneArmada.com. We have Federation and Klingon fleets on both PC and console platforms. You can also chat with us in-game by joining the Priority One chat channel by typing /channel_join space Priority One into the game chat box and hit the enter key.
If you want to treat yourself to the gift that keeps on giving, then just check out the Armada-themed merchandise available at our Cafe Press store. And also, if you want to contribute to the success of the Priority One Armada live show, then click the donate button on our Twitch page. All the donations go into services that allow us to continue to bring new and exciting content to our online community. These links mentioned and more can be found on our Twitch page.
Okay, Captains, there is a lot of STO news to cover this week, so let's jump right into it. Kat, please tell us about the first item that we have this week.
I will, and it was announced yesterday that the Discovery Operations Pack is going to be launched soon. This pack contains 4 new ships, new bridge officers, a combat tardigrade, and will be available soon for 12,000 Zen. However, for limited time after launch, the bundle will be available for 30% off for a final price of 8,400 Zen. The individual items from the bundle will also be on sale in the C-Store. Let's see. The ships. There are 2 Fed ships, the Shran Light Pilot Escort T6 and the Gagarin Miracle Worker Battle Cruiser T6. Klingon 2 ships, the Makla Pilot Bird of Prey T6 and the Ku Miracle Worker Battle Cruiser. I like Ray Boschborg, take my money. What's interesting, all the ships will also have fleet versions. This pack contains the Walker-class prototype light exploration cruiser, an all-new costume for exclusive to the bundle, so a skin for the Walker-class prototype. There will be more details to come, but in addition to the ships, there's a very rare science miracle worker bridge officer with unique costume pieces, a combat tardigrade, new titles for Federation and Klingon officers to use, XP boost, master keys, high-end upgrade kits. I don't know what that means, but it sounds interesting. Tardigrade is a heavy melee threat capable of absorbing incoming fire and responding with its devastating bulk. My favorite part, it occasionally scatters nearby enemies while pinning the target of its ire. That's fantastic. The Starfleet Bridge Officer is a cybernetically enhanced, coming with a tactical helmet costume. I know that's pretty cool looking. And the Target Designator trait. The Designator paints a target among ground enemies, significantly improving damage. The Klingon Officer comes with Takuvma's outfit for the Empire trait. While the Captain is grievously wounded, this trait causes the officer to charge the enemy who dealt the blow, taunting them into a duel for a period of time. Well, that sounds pretty cool. I could give you the breakdown if you're interested. I think most of you guys are aware that the ships are account-wide. The Discovery Starter Pack is account-wide. The Walker ship costume from the pack would be account-wide. The Master Keys, Fed Bridge Officer, KDF Bridge Officer, Combat Tardigrade, the 2 large XP boosts, the 5 high-end upgrade kits, are all once per account. So 1 character. The Klingon Takuvma armor costume is account-wide, and the Cybernetics helmet costume is account-wide. The vest costume account-wide. The keys are once per account, and the titles are, if you have a Fed or KDF, depending on which title. Okay. I wanted to get all that out before we started our discussion.
Yes, indeed.
So, guys, thoughts? Pack for 12,000 Zen with a short brief for sale price of 8,400 Zen.
I think it costs too much.
Agreed. Oh, so much. Like, bigger than the universe, bigger than anything in the history of time. This is way overpriced. And the community definitely agrees this is way overpriced. I'm assuming, Kat, you're in agreement with that.
I am. Okay, you guys know I will rarely turn down costume. I'm not buying this. I don't care. For 8,400, no.
Yeah.
For 8,400 Zen, that's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, because the Vanguard, the Jemadar Vanguard pack was rightly priced. And I've already gotten some of that stuff from just getting the starter pack for the Discovery.
Well, I was on the forums last night, I was on Twitter last night, and I'm basically talking about this and interacting with a lot of different people in the community, as well as having a very in-depth discussion on the Priority One Armada TeamSpeak with, the guys, like the members of the Priority One Armada. And everybody agrees this pack is way overpriced. Now, I've done a little bit of looking at previous packs. And we'll take, for example, the Temporal Agent pack, the mega one. That has 11 starships in it, and it's 15,000 Zen. That sounds very reasonably priced to me. And it also comes with account-wide bridge officers, as does the Delta pack and the Gamma pack. So that's Delta, Gamma, and Temporal packs all came with account-wide bridge officers. This is the first pack that doesn't come with account-wide bridge officers. And it seems, from what I've noticed and what my biggest gripe is that the Fed and KDF bridge officers, along with the combat pet, are not account-wide. If they were account-wide, I think this pack, it would greatly affect the opinion of the vast majority of the community, that, you know, they would bring it more in line with, yes, this is reasonably priced, but as it stands, not a hope in hell.
Well, I mean, the whole other issue is I already got the Discovery Starter Pack. How come I don't get a discount? What the heck?
Yes, and here is a massive mistake that they've made, and I hope that they really, really learn from this. They released the Starter Pack first, alright? First time they've ever done that. And now they're releasing, you know, the Mega Bundle. Before, for any expansion, alright, what they've previously done is release the Starter Pack and the Mega Bundle together at the same time. So the player has the choice to go, will I get the Starter Pack or will I get the Mega Bundle? And they make their choice, and they're happy with it.
Right, because I would always get the Mega Bundle if it was an option, always.
This time they didn't do that. They went, here's the Starter Pack. So the vast majority of people went and got the Starter Pack. And then 6 months down the road, or well, alright, 3 months, whatever, down the road, they go, now here's the Mega Bundle. So we want you to pay 12,000 Zen for this, and you're getting no discount, and you're getting stuff that you've already bought before. Now, there seems to be something really wrong with that in my eyes.
Absolutely. Agreed 1,000%.
I do too.
Yeah.
And now Zarian in chat said he'd rather get the Delta Pack. And, you know, because the Delta Pack, yeah, I feel like you're getting a lot more.
Yep. And as I said, the Delta Pack, the Temporal Pack, and the Gamma Pack all came with bridge officers that were account-wide. I don't know why they've made this decision now. It's really, really bad. Now, when this was announced, the forums, the STO Reddit, Twitter, everything exploded. People jumped on this and was like, no way, this is way overpriced. And about an hour or two after they announced it, as Ray Bosch-Borg correctly points out, they put it on sale for 30% off. This is clearly intended to tackle the huge backlash that there has been from the community in regards to it being vastly overpriced. Now, what I said about this was, it's a nice gesture. And that's all it is. It's a gesture, alright? Because they're going to run that sale for, what, a week? Maybe 2 weeks?
Oh, I thought it was just like through the first few days of it.
It could be. It could be. It might just only be over the weekend. We don't know. And then it's going to go back to the 12,000. It doesn't tackle the issue, it's only a gesture. And even with that 30% sale, it's still not tackling the issue. They need to... Here's what I was thinking. I think they should have seen the backlash and went, okay, we've been called out, or we've been caught with our pants down, or whatever, and go, right, we need to fix this. And they kind of tried to do that with a 30% sale, but it's not tackling the issue at all. It's kind of getting around it, but it's not either. They should have said, sorry guys, that was a typo. This stuff is actually account-wide, not once per account. Right. And the community would have went, no problem. Totally fine. It was a human error. These things happen. And they could have got away with it. They've dug themselves into a hole now.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think.
Well, and a lot of people, even in the Twitch chat, are like, you know, I bought every pack and I'm passing on this one. And I'm going to pass on this one too, because I'm not going to pay that.
What I put out a tweet last night saying that I am going to vote with my wallet. And what I mean by that is I'm not going to get the pack. And I have the Legacy of Romulus pack. I have the Delta Rising pack. I have the Gamma Vanguard pack. The only one that I never bought was the Temporal one. And the reason for that is because I didn't like the ships. I just didn't. So I never got that one.
But I got that one.
I have every other pack. So I'm going casting my vote, and I'm not going purchasing this pack because it's way overpriced. And the community, I think, needs to get behind this, and everyone needs to go, I'm not going buying it either. And when they realize what a mistake they've made, and that the pack is not selling. Now, sure, the pack will sell. Some people will get it. But if the vast majority of the players go, no, you need to fix this, we're not buying it, they will have no option to go back and revisit it. And the way I look at it is, we're the ones that are in control of this. We can say, no, we're not going buying it. And that's exactly what I'm going doing. I'm not going buying it. Don't get me wrong, I love the stuff in it. I love the ships. I love the Takuvma costume and all of that. I want it, but I'm not going paying $120 for 4 ships. Forget it. No way. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I mean, it would definitely be seen. I think even just looking at the Twitch chat and the 3 of us here, I mean, if 100 people are watching it, at least 5 of us or 10 of us already are like, we're not going to do it. That's a huge percentage of people not buying this thing.
Yep. Like I said, I think they've backed themselves into a corner or dug a hole for themselves. They could have just easily, an hour or 2 after it was advertised and they've seen the backlash, they could have said, sorry guys, we made a huge mistake there. That was a typo. And that would have been the end of it. Instead, they put it on sale for 30% off. Like I said, it's just a nice gesture. It's nothing else. Even at 8,400 Zen, I'm still not going to get it.
No, I know. We were talking about in TeamSpeak earlier that what was a reasonable price that you'd pay for what is existing in the pack. What do you think, Winters?
Do you know what? I'm not even sure I can put a price on it.
Well, we were saying for 4 ships for comparable pack, 6,000 Zen.
Yeah. I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cal MG96 in Twitch chat just said 6,000 Zen. See, I agree. I'd have paid that for sure.
Yeah, I would have paid 6,000. Yeah, I can get on board with that. I totally agree with you guys. And do you know what? If they took out the master keys and put it at 6,000, I'd still agree with that price.
That's what I said. Yeah, why do we need keys? We can just go buy a 10-pack. Right. I don't need those in a pack. Yeah. That's not really incentive for me to buy a pack.
Right. I'd be happy with that if they took out the keys and put the pack at 6,000. But the big thing that everyone's getting hung up on is this once per account stuff. So the master keys, okay, you can totally understand that. The master key is once per account. If it was every character, that'd be ridiculous. So that's acceptable. The Fed bridge officers, KDF bridge officers, no way. They need to be on the account, not once per account. They need to be account-wide. The combat tardigrade, that yet again needs to be account-wide, not once per account. To a lesser extent, I agree that the 2 large XP boosts are okay at once per account. And to an even lesser extent, the 5 high-end tech upgrades, I agree, should be once per account as they are. Everything else should be account-wide. Definitely.
My suspicion is that the licensing deal that they got with CBS is requiring a per ship price increase. I mean, that makes the most sense to me. Is like, well, they're going to have to pay out a bigger percentage to CBS for the licensing of this stuff, so that might be why they're charging more. But still not cool to make that stuff, per character. Yeah,
well, you guys are hung up on the same thing as well, isn't it? It's the buffs and the tardigrade. That's what your biggest gripe is, isn't it? The same as...
Yeah, mainly. I mean, people are saying, average ship price is 3,000 Zen, but the point is, in a pack, you're trying to get a discount. That's not discounted. 4 ships is still 12,000 Zen.
Right, yeah, exactly. This is just... When you break it down, it's way overpriced. And when you compare it to other packs, there was fantastic value. Like I said earlier, the Temporal Agent pack, 11 starships, 15,000 Zen.
I got that. Mm-hmm. I mean, I got it was on sale, but still.
and there was costumes in it, like there is with this Discovery pack, and there was boffs in it, like this Discovery pack. But for some reason, the Discovery pack is way more expensive and doesn't have half the stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah,
it's absolutely crazy.
I mean, again, my only explanation is, of course, it would have to be, money driven. So,
yeah. Well, this is a little worrying for me. Because I wonder, is this down to
the start of a new trend? Because this stuff is, equally existing on the same. I don't know. The deal they have with CBS, I don't know if that's making them going to have higher prices.
Yeah. The thing is, we don't know, is this CBS or is this somebody else in Cryptic that has made this decision? I'd love to talk to the person who made the decision. That's what I would love. But I'm a little bit worried that this is going to, transform into an ongoing trend. So that's why I say it's, we're the ones with the power. We can all say, not buying it. Forget it. Not buying it. And let the pack fail tremendously. And let them, if it is CBS, let Cryptic go back to CBS and go, hey guys, we done what you told us, but the community has backlashed and they're not buying it. They're not okay with this. And we need to revisit it. We're the ones that actually can cast our votes and can get behind it. And I for one, I'm going to do it. Even though I really want the stuff, but yeah, I'm not going getting it. I'm not going getting it.
I mean, yeah, as the parent company, I think it would have. I don't know how they have the deal set up for the licensing. Of course, that could be a whole other discussion. But
yeah,
that that profit margin has to be the driver. Is my only explanation.
All right, I don't want to go pointing fingers either, but we have to remember as well that there's a new EP on the production, and maybe the decision, came from there, or it could have been Perfect World, or it could have been CBS. We don't know who. I mean, where the price point gets set for packs like that. I don't know. Yeah, it could have.
But
come
whoever
from
you are, bad idea.
Definitely. This is such a bad idea, and the backlash from the community is tremendous. I mean,
I've never seen it quite. I mean, I just was on Twitter and, then Facebook, and that was it. But I can only imagine what Reddit had to say.
Yeah, I'm not... To be honest, I don't really get Reddit. It looks like a cluster mess to me. I can never make sense of who's saying what and what they're responding to. But anyway, so I didn't look there. But I did comment on the forums, and the forums blew up. They just exploded with people going, are you serious? The Boffs and the Tardigrade are once on the account, so only one character can get them. Everybody is... Their biggest gripe is with the Boffs and the Tardigrade. And if they only fixed that and put it down to a simple typo, they wouldn't be where they are now. They wouldn't have this backlash.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll see what happens, but...
So, Jason, I'm curious, are you going to get in this pack, even though it's going on sale for 8,400 Zen?
No.
No, right. And I assume you would say this is a 6,000 Zen pack as well?
Yeah, it seems more of a reasonable price at 6,000 than it would be for 12.
Right. Baron Von Zolo actually just brought up a very good point, and that is that Cryptic have made quite a few comments over the last 6 months to a year that they are changing their way of thinking, in that the account is the customer, not the player is the customer. And this is totally taken 3 steps backwards with this pack. They're looking at it as the character is the customer, not the account. And yeah, this is taking it 3 steps backwards from what they've been saying and the way they've been going. They were on the right track. Not anymore.
Yeah. I mean, all these new things are all account unlock. Why go through all that effort if you're gonna just limit it to like these random 3 things too? A combat pet and bridge officers?
Yeah.
That seems highly unlikely.
Yeah, I mean, because you're going to be able to buy the ships separately out of the C-store, which is going to cost you a lot less. And, or the 6,000, but still. And then I don't know. It's way too priced.
Well, what I'll probably end up doing is, because I don't care, I can wait. I'm in the game for the long haul. I'll wait until either this coming Black Friday, which is obviously quite a few months away. It's like 9 months away or whatever. And when everything goes on sale for 30%, that's when I'll pick up the ships. Or if they have a ship sale, a flash sale between now and then, I'll just pick up the ships that way. I'll wait for a flash sale and I'll just buy the ships individually. Or, if they come in a slightly smaller pack or something. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I won't buy this pack though, but I want some of the stuff out of it. I'll just wait until they have a flash sale where I can pick up the ships a hell of a lot cheaper.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, of these, I'd really only want the Shran and the the Klingon ship,
right.
the Raider or whatever it is.
Yeah. Those
are the only ones I would really want anyway. So it's for those two, it's 6,000 Zen. So there's my price.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. I'll do the very same thing. I'll wait for a sale.
I'd still wait for a sale, so they're actually less. But still, I mean.
Yeah, I can do without the high end, in inverted commas, tech upgrades and the 2 large XP boosts and the master. I can do without that stuff. I don't want it. I've already got the starter pack, so there's another item off the list. All I really want is some of the ships and maybe a costume.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, so I'll wait until they do a flash sale on the appropriate items, and I'll just pick them up that way, and I'll get them for a hell of a lot cheaper than 12,000 Zen or even 8,400 Zen, and I'll have exactly what I want.
Yep.
I agree.
Right. I think we've probably talked that to death. What do you think? Time to move on?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So this brings us on to our first giveaway, and we're about to roll the dice. Excuse me. We wanted you to type in the word Rebecca, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yes.
Sorry, I've got like a tickle in the back of my throat.
Tickle?
Yes, a tickle.
To Kayla, no, they did not drop it to 6,000 from 8,400. We were saying that they would have been smart to do that.
Yes.
Because that's the price point that we were all willing to pay, not double that.
Right. So, in a nutshell, we all agreed that it's a 6,000 Zen pack. That's what it should be, but it's not. It's actually 12,000 Zen, but they're putting it on 30% sale for 8,400. Right. Anyway, yes. Our first giveaway is for a Gamma Vanguard starter pack, and the winner is Fujins. Congratulations, you have won a Gamma Vanguard starter pack. So if you can please contact me and let me know what your in-game @handle is, we will send that prize to you at the end of the show. So, congrats, well done.
Congrats.
Way to go.
Okay, Jason, can you please tell us about item number 2, please? Jace's Interstellar Around the Galaxy blog.
Yes, check the Art Games website to read Jace's Interstellar Update, a regular roundup of news highlighting the latest developments in interstellar politics and military science in Star Trek Online. The blog posts contains updates from shipyards around the galaxy, giving us some more detail about the ships, including in the Discovery Operations Pack. Starfleet and Klingon Defense Force ship engineers have been extremely busy lately, having undiscovered some unique examples of 23rd century ingenuity and are already integrating their finds into new constructions such as the USS Sharan and the USS. All right, help me again there, Kat. Was that Gagarin? Okay, so the USS Sharan Light Escort. The USS Sharan is described as a new class of Starfleet light escort and incorporates advanced maneuvering and targeting systems often favored in Klingon raider designs. The flight control system combines low-level flying by wire, intelligence of software, which converts input from the helm into precious translations, instructions for ships for RCS thrusters and impulse engines. These engines themselves have been built with precision vector thrust fields and reinforced inertial dampeners. Altogether, these systems allows the starship's unpropelled maneuverability for its tonnage.
Yep, tonnage.
So then also the USS Gagarin battlecruiser. The USS Gagarin is a flexible battlecruiser that harkens back to the Shepard-class starship of the 2250s. It is meant to bolster Starfleet's line as a mid-sized battlecruiser, helping to replenish the loss of starships similar tonnage during the Iconian War. Which, these ships, I mean, they seem interesting, but it's still certain things that I can wait for.
Yeah, Miracle Worker, battlecruiser, and I mean, you know, I like an escort, but I've not. Yeah, I might get the KDF one, basically.
Well, here's the thing: are these ships that are actually coming to the game? Because to be honest, I don't really know.
Yeah, these are the ones in the pack.
Oh, right, these are the ones in the pack. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So there's an escort, and then these Miracle Worker battleships. So they describe the KDF versions, you know, going on down in the blog post, but
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it sounds interesting. They sound like they have some. I mean, we don't have the exact stats, but based on what the blog post was describing, you know, what everybody's been working on, it sounds pretty interesting.
Here's the thing, it's not the thing, but anyway, the blog that's going to have the stats on them. I mean, these blogs, you know, Jason's Interstellar Navy thing, you know, they're nice, but really, as a gamer, you know, I just want the stats blog. I want to see what the ship loadout is going to be like. I don't care about any of this.
I do too. I mean, because I'm not a big, you know, escort fan, or, you know, I'm the battlecruiser maybe.
Yeah.
But I mean, and once again, it just points back to the, you know, to the pack. You know, I mean, these are ships that, you know, I can just buy separately.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't say what exactly, you know, the stats on the ship's going to be before I can even decide if I want to buy it or not.
Well, I think that the blog for those ships is probably going to come out either Monday or Wednesday of next week, and I imagine the pack will be available for purchase come Thursday after maintenance. I would say that's what's most likely going to happen. So I'd be interested to see that. But look, we've already talked about this. I've already made my decision. I'm not getting the pack, so I'm just going to wait for flash sales, and I'll pick up what I actually want. Okay, let's move on to item number 3. KDF ships coming. The blog also tells us that Klingon ships engineers have also been inspired by the history and technology of the 23rd century great houses. Because the technology base and method of each house differed wildly at the time, KDF engineers made an effort to standardize and simplify the technology used in Klingon starships. To that end, the High Council ordered its generals to set aside several dry docks for the refit or construction of replicas of these old 23rd century ships, using modern technology to maintain their operational relevance. The first two examples to see a wide production will be an early Bird of Prey model from the 2250s and the Ku class battlecruiser. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Sure, sounds good.
Yeah. Thanks to the Allied Cooperative Starship Development Board, both starships will utilize new technologies and complement existing Alliance platforms. The Bird of Prey will likely share the Schranz gravitational array, and the Ku is expected to use its powerful reactors to power a refracting energy shunt similar to the system installed on the Gagarin. In addition to the news about the Federation and KDF ships, there is other news about a ship that was considered lost. The representatives from the Advanced Starship Design Bureau on board the USS Scott took delivery of an unexpected gift from the Klingon Empire last week when they arrived at Drozana Station. Waiting for them was the IKS Amar with a surprise in tow. After a polite but court exchange, the Amar turned over the damaged hulk of the USS Georgiou to the USS Scott. The USS Georgiou was the lead ship of a very small class of experimental battlecruisers built in the pre-Kitchener I era during a time of escalating tensions between the Klingon Empire and the Federation. Initially intended to be a fast battlecruiser, the Georgiou contained a variety of pathfinding technologies that also saw use in the USS Excelsior transwarp experiment, which was developed concurrently at the time. The Excelsior and Georgiou were realizations of competing philosophies, in the Federation Admiralty, a choice between smaller ships with concentrated firepower or a constitution of Starfleet's investments in large cruisers designed for a variety of missions. The Georgiou was presumed destroyed in 2293, and all records regarding her final mission remain classified. Haha. That she would reappear over 100 years later, still intact, is quite a mystery. But in a time when Starfleet's history continues to unlock new secrets, who knows what we may yet learn from the Georgiou once she finally comes home.
Interesting.
Interesting
I
history
think
there.
that'll be then a lockbox ship or a Lobie ship. I think lockbox, but I guess they wouldn't necessarily do a new lockbox. Maybe it's because we didn't get a Lobie ship for...
Yeah, I'd lean more in that direction because we just got a new lockbox, so it's highly unlikely. I mean, we're going to have the current lockbox for the next 3 or 4 months.
Right, unless I guess it could be a promotional thing to do.
Could be.
Yep, an R&D promotion maybe. Interesting.
That DOF promotion is still going on, isn't it?
No, that's over.
Oh, it's over, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought that was still running. So yeah, it could be an R&D promotion. Who knows? I suppose only time will tell, really, won't it?
Yep.
Okay, let's move on to item number 4. Kat, please tell us all about the XP weekend.
Yes, so if you have a low-level character, this is a perfect weekend to work on them because starting Thursday, February 7th at 8 a.m. Pacific to Monday, February 11th at 10 a.m. Pacific, players will be able to enjoy twice the experience. During the event, content that provides skill points and expertise will reward a 100% 2-time bonus above normal amounts. This bonus will be available for all content that rewards skill points and expertise, like I just said.
Awesome. Just before we talk about that for a little bit, I want to welcome Nathan, who just subscribed to our YouTube channel there a few minutes ago. So welcome, Nathan. Hope you're enjoying the show.
Welcome.
Right, yeah, double XP weekend. I can never get enough of these because it's a great time to earn specialization points. I mean, if you can get the tours of duty done, in the various different Admiralty campaigns.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, do you get so much XP from them. They are absolutely fantastic.
That's a good point, because, especially if you're leveling up once you get to level 52 to unlock your Admiralty, man, that really does get you to 65 really fast.
Oh god, yes. It really, really does. I mean, I had an hour or 2 hours ago, roughly, or 3 hours ago, I collected 3 tours of duty on one character, and like that got me over, one and nearly 1.5 points is what I got from it. I got so much XP; it was lovely. So yeah, XP weekends are a fantastic time to obviously level up characters, but also to get specialization points. If you're utilizing the duty officer system and the Admiralty system. The Admiralty system more so. But the duty officer system, I mean, you can get some good XP from those as well, definitely. Here, we'll start off with Jason. Jason, do you have any characters that you're still leveling up, or are they all 65?
No, I still have 3 of them that I'm working on.
Alright, okay, so I'm assuming you're working on those this weekend.
Yes.
Alright. By the way, to SR Hayden, we are at New Romulus. We're in the staging area, and we're on instance number 2 if you want to join us. Yeah, so that's where we are. You can come and join us here. This is where we're having a roundtable discussion before we head off and do our away mission. Right, Kat, have you got any characters that you're still leveling up?
Well, I have character 1 left that's not 65, but I don't actually play that one, so...
Alright.
Not really, but I'm gonna play my Jem'Hadar because I haven't really played him, so I'd like him to get some XP and some spec points.
Oh, nice. Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, all of my characters, they're all level 65, but yesterday I actually got my last specialization point for my Jem'Hadar engineer that I'm doing my Let's Play series on. So he has now 100% completed all specialization trees.
Oh, nice. That's hard.
It is. But he's only my 3rd character that has finished all specialization trees. He's the 3rd one to actually get that far. Yeah, the XP weekend helped out with that because I claimed all of my Admiralty missions, and I got I've got like 3 or 4 points since Thursday, just claiming the tours of duty and even just the normal missions,
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, we'll move on to item number 5. Jason, can you please tell us what there is in console news this week?
What will you discover contest results? With the launch of Age of Discovery on Xbox One and PlayStation 4, the folks at STO asked console players to tell them what their captains would discover. So many people stepped up and wrote amazing stories, as judged by STO's writers Paul Reed. Here at the top 3 entries in the What Will You Discover contest. First place, Jonathan Barlow. Danielle Deering is 2nd place. 3rd place was Connor Maynard. Make sure you go to the Art Game website to read these guys' winning stories.
Awesome. So congratulations to Jonathan, Daniel, and Connor there. That is absolutely fantastic. Well done, guys. It's always nice when they do this sort of stuff with STO, but I never take part in it, and the reason why I never take part is I'm just not creative like that. I'm a very poor writer. So I kind of like it, don't like it when they bring these up, because I'm always like, oh, this is a great competition, but I can't do it because I'm really crap. I never take part in
I'm
things.
right next to you. I have no creative ability when it comes down to writing a story,
Yeah. Kat, you're good though. You're pretty creative, aren't you?
I mean, I try to be, but I just don't have. I don't have time to.
That's the other thing. Yeah, trying to find time it's not always easy.
I mean, because, you want to put some thought into it.
Right. Like, I'll give you an example. I've always wanted to do some Foundry stuff, to actually make my own mission. And I've messed around with the Foundry editor, and, while it could be simpler, I have the basics down, on how to actually do it, where there should be a pop-up, and how to create an objective and a marker, so that A, B, and C happens when you reach location X, and that sort of stuff. But I'm just such a bad writer. I can't come up with a good story. I'm really crap at that sort of thing, So I've never been able to do a Foundry mission because I could never come up with a really, really great story and come up with the dialogue that would be needed for the NPC contacts and things like that.
That stuff is really hard. I mean, dialogue especially, because you write it and you're like, oh my god, that sounds so stupid.
Yeah. Like, whew, glad nobody's seen me type that.
It was a really warm day. It was like, what are you going to say?
And then it started raining.
Yeah, major flag. You could it definitely helps, I think, to have a team or, a partner, someone you can bounce ideas off. So, because it really is. And then I find that I have a problem self-motivating. So,
right.
There's that.
Okay, let's move on to item number 6. PC patch notes for the 7th of February. Resolved an issue that was causing the Terran Fortune Tribble to use the Kelvin Tribble effects. Resolved an issue that was causing EV suits not to display properly when worn with Terran costume parts. They also updated Admiral Quinn contact to have better messaging options for new captains. Under UI, they resolved an issue that was causing the Personal Endeavor UI to be removed from the mission tracker when all endeavors have been completed. Resolved an issue that was causing a player icon to be low resolution when viewed within the information window. Under Systems, resolved an issue that caused one of the costume replacements on Battle at Binary Stars to sometimes cause player ships to disappear. Bridge officers may no longer activate the Terran Assault Squad. What attack is that, Kat? Tertiary attack on the Emperor's Sword. Resolved an issue that was causing the Fortune Cookie Tribble to be eaten by other Tribbles. Oh my god, that happened to me like 3 or 4 times. And I'm glad they got that fixed, because I kept on having to open lockboxes to get new fortune cookies to make new fortune cookie triples. Anyway, it was so annoying. I was like, what the hell is going on? I put my fortune cookie triple into my bank, and an hour later it's turned into a cannibal triple. I was like, what the hell happened?
Oh, is that why I have so many cannibal triples?
Yes.
Oh man.
Yeah. I had to keep on opening lockboxes to get the fortune cookie to make a new triple. I was like, god damn it.
Riker says he had 20 stupid triples.
That's fantastic. Right, where was I? Resolved an issue that was causing the Torch hold emote not properly unlock account-wide.
Finally, and yes. That is a true story this time, because I know they said that before, but it wasn't true, but now it is true.
Yeah, I know you're particularly pleased with that fix, Kat. I know that for sure.
Yeah, it's a cool emote. I wanted it on everybody.
Personal endeavors increase the chance of receiving a reroll token in the personal endeavor reward boxes from 15% to 25%. Interesting. They resolved a typo in the formatting of the rare reward box. All complete TFO personal endeavors have had their requirements changed at medium and hard difficulty. The new requirements are: easy is complete 1 associated TFO any difficulty. Medium is complete 2 associated TFOs any difficulty. And hard is complete 3 associated TFOs any difficulty. So that's much clearer now, and people will have a much easier time understanding what's going on there. Under known issues, an error message can sometimes occur. Previous transactions is still running when attempting to purchase a ship, so keep that in mind. Jared Herndale, I think is how you pronounce the name. We are on New Romulus, instance number 2 in the staging area. He was asking in the Facebook chat, so that's where we're at. Instance number 2, staging area, and yeah, this is where we are for the roundtable. And thanks a million for tuning into the show. Right, moving on. Item number 9, Armada activities. We want to wish happy birthday to Commander Flame Dragon, Lieutenant Lazaran, Lieutenant U.S. Knight, Lieutenant Commander J. Macattack. J. Macattack, I love that. Lieutenant Seth Cat. Can you help me with that?
I think it's Sethian Rosen.
Sethian Rosen, yeah, that seems right. And Captain Ilcraft. Happy birthday, guys. Hope you all had an absolutely wonderful day.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Each of you have successfully completed one lunar orbit of the sun, so well done.
Oh, I didn't know if we had any new Armada news to announce.
Actually, you're right. We do. Priority One Delta has actually jumped up a couple of levels. It is now level 78. It is working on bringing up its colony world up to tier 4. So most of you will know in those of you who are members within the Priority One Armada. While we were upgrading the different facilities, so this here is the morale facility, this is the infrastructure facility, and this is the renewable energy facility on the colony world. We've been building those up over time, and we do the upgrades for them. But the colony world always said colony world tier 0. We were holding back on doing the colony world upgrades until we got to tier 4. The reason we do that is down to the strategy that we use. Every time you do a colony world upgrade, you get free bonus XP for each of your facilities. So if we hold off until we're tier 4 and then do these upgrades here, we get free XP added on to each of the facilities, and it cuts down the tier 4 to tier 5 grind on each of those. And that's the hard part. Getting to tier 4 is not that difficult at all, but getting from tier 4 to tier 5 is a freaking nightmare. So that's the strategy that we've been using, and it's how we always build tier 5 fleet holdings. So now that the colony world is tier 4 on Delta Fleet, we've been doing these colony world upgrades, and it is now catching up with all of the other fleets, and hopefully in a couple of weeks, because some of these upgrades are rather big and they take a bit of time to finish, we will, or Priority One Delta will be level 81, the same as all the others. As you can see here, Priority One Beta is getting pretty close now to tier 5, and yeah, we should be there in the not too distant future.
It's so exciting. I can't wait for tier 5 win. Well done. Well done, Delta Fleet. But also in Twitch chat, STO Jack said that he or she just realized you can contribute to the other fleets within the Armada. And yes, absolutely you can. Just be aware it doesn't count to your fleet promotion, but it does give you fleet credits. So we really appreciate contributions in any fleet in the Armada.
Yes, definitely. The reason, so I just want to make this clear, the reason why contributing through the Armada system, so I'll just show you guys, that'd be here, okay? So I'm currently in Priority One Beta with this character. So I can select, let's say, Priority One Gamma, I can click on Holdings, and I can open up each of the various holdings, like here, and I could contribute marks, okay? The reason why this doesn't count to your overall holding contributions, which is this number here. This is what promotions are based off. This is how many fleet credits you've earned in your home fleet. This is the reason why earning fleet credits through the Armada system don't count because the system doesn't track them. So we have no idea when somebody contributes something through the Armada system. There's no way for us to track it. It's a limitation in the game. So only fleet credits earned in your home fleet count towards your overall hull and contributions, and that's just a limitation in the game. So yeah, as Kat said, you can earn fleet credits through the Armada system, and you can use them in your home fleet to buy gear. It just won't count towards your promotion because, unfortunately, it's out of our control and we can't track them, so we don't know how many you've earned over time. So just keep that in mind.
But if you need to get rid of, say, prisoners or colonists or fleet marks or whatever, just go through the Armada fleets and get rid of those things. Especially if you're trying to buy something, because you'll still get the fleet credits and that you can use to spend at the various fleet holdings.
Yep, indeed. Just want to highlight or welcome a couple of new members. We got Scullen, Prank Kill, Hepastio, and I know I'm butchering that name, Subnormal Fool, and Prank Kill, who has just joined the Priority One Twitch channel. So thanks a million, guys, for joining the channel. I hope you're enjoying the show. Remember, we broadcast every Saturday, and we cover the latest news in Star Trek Online and the Priority One Armada. Once we finish with that, we move on to our away mission, where you can join us, because we team up with you guys, the viewers, and we go off and we earn things like reputation marks, dilithium, XP, elite marks, and so on. So it's a regularly scheduled event that you guys can take part in. So yeah, hope to see you guys back again in the future. We have one very special person that we would like to thank this week. That is Captain Ray Bosch Borg, for the recent donation that he made to the Armada website. You guys have heard me say this 1,000,001 times before. There is no way that we will be able to keep things going in the Priority One Armada without the continued support of members like Captain Ray Bosch Borg, who are generous enough to make donations to the Priority One Armada, real world money donations, because there are real world costs. And we use all money that's donated is used for things like our Armada website, our TeamSpeak voice server, domain names, production software, and so on and so forth. And yeah, we wouldn't be able to keep the lights on without incredible members like that. So thank you, Ray, so much for your continued support. It means oh so much, and yeah, thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right. Okay, so we're moving on to... actually, do you know what? No, we'll do the next giveaway now. Sounds like an idea. Just get ready here. Okay, so we're going to give away another Gamma Vanguard Starter Pack code. What we would like everyone to do now is type in the words number 1 into the chat. This will enter yourself in with a chance of winning a Gamma Vanguard Starter Pack. Yeah, so type in the words number 1 into the chat now. It doesn't matter whether it's on Facebook or Twitter or YouTube or Twitch. Just type that in and it will automatically enter you in with a chance of winning one of those starter packs. So, while you guys are doing that, it is time for our away mission. And this
Riker says that instance number 3 is available.
Well, I'm sure that we'll be able to get in there. If we can, another one will open up for us anyway. But yeah, we're going to the Undine Space Battle Zone this week. Isn't that right, guys?
Yep.
Yes.
Awesome. Fantastic. By the way, guys, that's the word 1, not the number 1, which kind of sounds weird since we say type in number 1. But some people are typing in number and then the numeral 1, which will not enter you in with a chance of winning. Unfortunately, it's the word 1. Yeah, so let's everybody start making your way to the Undine Space Battle Zone. It doesn't matter if you're a member of the Priority One Armada or not. Everyone is welcome to join. You need to be level 50 in order to gain access to the Solanae Dyson Sphere, and then from there to the Undine Space Battle Zone. For those of you who are new joining us tonight, you can join our in-game chat channel by typing in the in-game chat box /channel_join space Priority One, and that will automatically get you to join the Priority One chat channel in-game, and you can chat to us in-game if you so choose. Okay, so here we are now. You can see I'm in the Solanae Dyson Sphere, and as soon as you get here, you just click down here in the bottom right hand corner, Space Battle Zone Contact, and go to Undine Space Battle Zone, and it automatically brings you to where we're going tonight.
Yes. I think most of us are, there's a bunch of us in instance 3, but there's a few instances open.
Yeah, just having a look here now. I'm in number 3. Yeah, alright, we'll stick with number 3. So even if you can't get into number 3, guys, that's okay. You're still going to be teamed up or, grouped up with other people that are tuning into the show tonight, and just run the zone. Go to each of the points, capture the points, and you'll be earning marks, and you'll be earning XP and ship mastery and dilithium and all that good stuff. And when the zone completes, just do the boss stage, and you get even more of that.
Are we starting at the Romulan one?
That's where I'm going anyway. Yeah.
Oh, I'm already there.
Awesome.
So, I have a theme to my giveaway codes tonight.
Really?
Although, I'm not giving any spoilers away, but it's based on, the new episode of Discovery. Which I don't think it was a secret that Rebecca Romaine plays number 1.
No, I don't think that would really be classified information.
I mean, it was in the news. But anyway, so, Majel Barrett played the original.
That's right,
number 1. Yeah, on the Enterprise. So, I've seen it. I thought she did a great job.
Do you know what? Alright, I've kind of seen it, but I kind of haven't. And the reason for that is because I was working on Armada stuff, or something like that. And this is while I was... watching. I had it playing on the other monitor, and because I was so involved in the promotions, I kind of wasn't paying attention to the episode, unfortunately. And I need to watch it again, basically, to make a long story short.
I'm not watching any of the Discovery until the season's over with, and then I'll binge watch it.
Ah, I see.
So in the meantime, I have been enjoying a very good episodes of Deep Space Nine.
Do you know,
nice.
I actually just finished my rewatch of the entire franchise last week. I finished up with Voyager last week. Because near the end of last year, I started going through the entire franchise, starting off with Enterprise and moving forward in the timeline from there. So yeah, that was kind of cool. I'm always bummed when I reach the end of it. I'm like, no, there's no more Star Trek.
But there is.
There is. Well, yeah,
yes.
every Thursday. But I want it now. I want all 7 seasons now. That's what I want.
Yeah, I don't know about the last episode. I liked seeing number 1. I thought she did a great job. But as far as the rest of the episode, we can talk about it at a later date.
Well,
I know. Riker said it was emotional. I know. It was just crying. It was intense.
You didn't start crying, did you?
Absolutely, I did.
You know what? Tilly is the best character, definitely. Remember when she got up after taking that hit and her hair is like totally crazy?
Yes.
I remember she was all like disoriented. She was like, oh my god.
When she gets struck by lightning and all her hair sticking up, yeah.
Yeah, oh man, I laughed so hard when I see that. I was like, man, I love that character. Tilly is, without a doubt, the best. She is absolutely fantastic.
I really love Tilly.
Yeah, everyone does.
But there was a pretty interesting scene where they had all the bridge crew, at the conference table discussing their situation, which I thought that was a really cool scene to include to show, how the bridge crew is bonding, basically.
Scullen is asking in the Twitch chat, when will the winners be announced? We'll announce the winners in a few minutes. Possibly when this map resets, we'll announce the winners of that giveaway. If you haven't entered yourself in with a chance yet for our current giveaway, which is for a Gamma Vanguard starter pack, type in the words number 1. That's the word 1. And that will enter you in with a chance of winning a Gamma Vanguard starter pack. We will have more giveaways later on in the show as well, so yeah, if you don't win this one, stay tuned because we will have more later on.
What other news came out this week?
I'll tell you what news there was. Priority One Podcast went to Cryptic Studios.
Oh, they did yesterday,
yes.
Right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Priority One Podcast. It's part of the celebrations for Priority One Podcast's 400th episode, which is next week. We were invited out to Cryptic Studios, and Elijah and Kenna went out. Anthony was supposed to go out, but Anthony got very sick at the last minute and unfortunately couldn't go.
Oh, that's terrible. He was so looking forward to it, too.
He really was. He was looking forward to it all so much. And yeah, he got violently ill and had to cancel at the last minute. So it was just Elijah and Kenna that went out to Cryptic Studios out to San Jose in California.
Nice.
And they spent all day Friday interviewing dev after dev after dev. So there's 6 or 7 hours worth of interviews that was picked up on Friday, and that stuff will be coming out over the next couple of episodes for Priority One Podcast. But since we're talking about Priority One Podcast, and remember, we are Priority One Armada. Yeah? There is a difference between the two productions. We are going to help Priority One Podcast celebrate their 400th episode next week by hosting a 12-hour marathon episode. This, as I said, is all part of the 400th celebration for Priority One Podcast, and we are going to be raising money for Extra Life for the Philadelphia Children's Hospital. So you do not want to miss that next week. We're broadcasting starting at noon Central, so that's 1 p.m. Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
And going on for 12 hours until midnight Central or 1 a.m. Eastern. And there is going to be a huge number of giveaways throughout the show. We will be broadcasting on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook for the full 12 hours. We're going to play Star Trek Online. We're probably going to play Star Trek Bridge Crew. And yeah, we're trying to raise money for the Philadelphia Children's Hospital. So we want you guys to come and join us and take part in that and help us raise money for a good cause, and also celebrate the 400th episode of Priority One Podcast.
Man, yeah, 400 episodes. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's nuts, isn't it? It's absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
I joined the Priority One podcast production team at episode 201. That's when I joined. Well, no.
Oh, wow.
Technically, it was episode 200, but I just say 201. That way, 400 is my 200th episode. So yeah, that's been like what, 4 years.
I know. I'm like, well, you were on the podcast. Yeah, I mean, I was listening back then.
Yeah. So yeah, you want to catch that next week, guys. 12-hour marathon live stream on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch.
Yeah, and we'll have our show is actually, starting at the same time, 8 p.m. Central, going to midnight.
Yep.
So we'll have all kinds of things to do.
Yep. As I said, we're going to have a ton of prizes that we're going to give out throughout the full 12 hours. We're hoping to have some special guests as well. And maybe 1 or 2 surprises throughout the show. So yeah, hopefully you guys can all make it next week. It's going to be a big one.
Oh,
Lots
the question in Twitch chat is how many years is 400 episodes? I mean, what year did the podcast start? 2009? 2010?
Want to say 2011.
Oh, well, that was way off.
I think it was 2011. I might be wrong on that, but no, I'm pretty sure it was 2011. Yeah. So the podcast has been running for about 8 years.
8 years.
Yeah, about 8 years. There's Finn Cobb, or otherwise known as Jake. Jake actually joined quite a few episodes before me. Mine was just easy, at 200. But yeah, Jake was on the production before I was, and Jake is an absolute legend. I mean, there is nothing that guy can't do. I mean, he does so much for Priority One Podcast. He writes episodes. He does audio editing. He handles social media. He jumps in when we need an extra voice, or if we need someone to go on location, if there's an interview being done or something like that. Such a legend. He really, really is. He can turn his hand to anything. And on top of that, he's got 5 or 6 jobs as well. The guy never sleeps. I swear he never sleeps.
He says he's blushing.
That was good too. You made him blush.
Yeah, but it's true. It is actually all true. It really, really is. He is such... The guy's a machine. He's like a firefighter, and God, I've lost track of all the jobs that he has. He's just constantly on the go.
Wait, what? He's a fireman?
Yeah, Jake's a fireman. Yeah, he
really? Hello.
Yep.
Oh man. Well done.
Yeah, no, Jake is absolutely fantastic. Like I said, if you just turn his hand to anything, he's always willing to jump in and lend a hand for absolutely anything. Yeah, God, Priority One Podcast would be lost without him. Really, really would.
Well, I'm excited for next week. That should be really fun.
Yes, it is.
I want to hear about what happened at Cryptic, because it sounded like it was going to be really, really cool.
Oh yeah, the dev team were really, really stoked that Priority One Podcast that we were heading out there, and going to be interviewing everyone. It's not just half a dozen people. I mean in the entire teams. Each interview had 3 or 4 people at it.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, so got to talk to environment artists, ship artists, UI artists, systems designers, producers, content designers, you name it. Like, there was so many interviews on it, it's crazy. So yeah, there's probably going to be about like 6 or 7 hours worth of interviews coming out. So it'll be interesting to see or hear exactly what went on with that. And yeah, give credit where credit is due. The guys at Cryptic, they've always been very good to give the community its time, and especially Priority One Podcast, because we've developed a good working relationship with them. When they do good stuff, you give credit where credit is due, and when they do something that's not so good, you gotta pull them on it, like we did earlier.
Exactly. I mean,
oh, of course,
can't be happy all the time, but for the most part, we all must be happy a lot of the time, since we keep coming back to this game.
Yeah, without a doubt, for sure.
But I'd like to hear from the environment artists, because I think that they do an amazing job. Some of these maps, a lot of these maps, are just wow.
Yeah.
The detail is insane.
Well, there's one in particular, Nick Duguid, and that guy. So to give you some context, Nick Duguid designed the new Earth Space Dock map. And I know I'm saying new, and it's like 4 years old at this stage, but he's the guy that designed that, and I think he knocked that one out of the park. And he also done the new Deep Space Nine map, which is
that's great.
So
I mean, he did a great job.
To the show, it's crazy. So yeah, I know exactly what you mean. The level of detail that man puts into recreating or creating maps is nuts. It is absolutely nuts.
Well, we were just talking about that the other day. That's also kind of why we chose to go to New Romulus tonight, was just to find another social zone that you could just kind of go and see some of the amazing maps that are available. I don't know if you've ever run around New Romulus, but it's beautiful.
Oh yeah, it is.
The bridge, I mean, all the different zones, and, you can go get some epos, but running around there is not so terrible.
Yeah.
If you have to do it, because the map is interesting.
I'm sure most of you will all remember the mission Midnight and Iconia. I mean, that's more Nick's work right there.
Well, that map is amazing.
Wasn't it? It really, really was. I love this so much. Every week, like, we go into a different battle zone and we obliterate everything in sight. It makes me laugh every time.
I was just sitting there trying to figure out if I was actually firing at anything.
Yeah, because like it's not worth my while buffing up, because by the time I buff up, they're dead.
Just looked at the map, and then like everything's blue almost, except for these last couple of places.
Yeah, I just had a look at the map myself as well. We're nearly finished with this one, so I'd say we'll finish this instance, and then we'll announce the winners, or the winner of our current giveaway. Remember, guys, if you want to enter our current giveaway, you have to type in the words #1, and I'll emphasize the word words. All right, not the numeral 1, but the word 1, so #1, and that will enter you in with a chance of winning a Gamma Vanguard starter pack, and we will be giving those prizes out at the end of the show. We'll be announcing the winner in a few minutes once we finish this map, and we have more giveaways later on in the show as well. So even if you don't win this time, there may be other, or there will be other giveaways. So yeah, if you don't win this time, you might win next time. Who knows?
Good night, Mark's going to bed.
Oh, is he? Good night, Mark. Thanks for tuning in, dude.
Mark. Hope you feel better.
Oh, is he a bit under the weather?
Yeah, he's sitting there earlier saying he wasn't feeling good.
Oh crap, that is not good.
That's too bad.
Thanks for sticking around as long as you did, Mark. Very much appreciated, dude. Jay Galloway, how's it going? I haven't seen you forever, dude. That's a name that was always popping up. Thanks for tuning in, man. Hope you're doing well. I am so lost. I don't know what direction I'm going. There we are.
I'm having the same issue. I'm trying to figure out where everything went.
Yeah, I know. So for those of you who are tuning in for the first time, we broadcast every Saturday on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and we cover the latest in Star Trek Online news and the Priority One Armada news in the Priority One Armada. And once we finish with that, we highlight a couple of special members within the community every week, and we move on to our away mission, where basically we just team up with you guys and we go off and we play some bit of content together. This week it's the Undine Space Battlezone, so everyone that's here is all people that are tuning into the show tonight. And yeah, it's a regularly scheduled event that you can take part in, and you can earn marks and XP and dilithium and elite marks and all that good stuff, because you can never have too much of it. Even if you're finished with the reps, I mean, you can turn the marks in for more dilithium, you know, and that you can definitely never have too much of. So yeah, it's a regularly scheduled event that you can take part in every week. And if you're interested in joining us, you can head over to PriorityOneArmada.com and you can sign up there. We've got Fed and KDF fleets on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. And yeah, we are always getting new members signing up every day of the week. Whether it's people looking for a more active community, or people who took a long or a short hiatus away from the game and they've come back and their previous fleet has died off, and they just want to be social, hang out with people. Then yeah, we're always getting people joining us for those exact reasons.
Yeah, and I like having our weekly events so we can meet and talk to like a lot of the Armada members.
Right, exactly.
I love seeing you guys in Twitch chat and in game chat. It's fantastic.
And then just to give you guys a heads up, next Tuesday we will have our TFO Tuesday event, which is unfortunately is just for Armada members. We have a TFO Tuesday where we basically we put teams together and we just go out and do random TFOs. So that is next Tuesday for anyone in the Armada. And once that finishes up, Priority One Podcast will begin broadcasting its show. And that's really the best place that you can go to get your general Trek news. It's like everything and anything. So whereas the Armada show, this current show, is all about Star Trek Online and the Priority One Armada, the Tuesday show is everything and anything Trek. Everything and anything Trek.
And sometimes general space.
Yep.
Because they have some consulting awesome, contributors.
Yep. Jay Galloway says, not since Vegas. Yeah, I was lucky enough to actually meet Jay at Vegas when I went there in 2016. Wow, jeez, I can't believe that's
oh, wow.
Yeah, and he was so good. His fleet himself, they done up certificates for us, because those of us that were on the Priority One podcast production team, and it was like honorary member status for their fleet as ambassadors, actually done up these printed certificates, which was so cool. It was absolutely amazing. I was speechless when he gave us that. It was just absolutely awesome.
Nice. That's really cool.
Sweet.
Advisory Panda is taking off for the night. Have a good night, dude. Thanks for tuning into the show.
Later, Panda.
Yep. Have a good night, dude. Thanks for checking us out. Thanks for tuning in.
Well, I will say that tonight's participants have definitely made this map empty out a lot faster than...
Yeah, they have.
This is awesome.
Yeah, I love it. I love no matter what we do. It's just, it always, it's just the enemy getting obliterated. It tickles me every time. There's the planet killers.
See, that map that spot just finished real quick.
Yep. It's great. We're not finished yet, so we can do more.
Alright, we're gonna split up?
I'm
go
heading
to
south.
separate ones? I'm
going
going east.
Right.
The planet killers are now
I'm just heading over to the closest one
to destroy as many as possible.
Have you...
Well...
Oh.
Go ahead, Kat.
I was just going to ask if either of you have opened your T'Pau scout ships.
No, actually. Do you know what?
T'Pau scout ships?
Yeah, mine is sitting in my bank.
I have yet to finish the anniversary ship, which will be Tuesday.
How much time do you have till Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Nice. Well, I got it yesterday, but I unpacked it today, and I flew it around. It's pretty cool.
Oh, I got kind of upset Wednesday, Thursday. I was having issues logging in.
There was a problem there. You weren't on your own, but there was an issue that they managed to rectify on Thursday with the patch. Yeah, so you
I know they fixed it and everything. It just got annoying to where I was like, okay, yeah, I need to just back off and go do something else.
That's actually something we should point out, guys, and we didn't include it in the news earlier. They have extended the anniversary event by 2 days to make up for the 2 days of difficulty logging into the game. So if you've been running a little bit behind, don't worry, you should still have enough time if you start today to finish out and get the anniversary ship. So yeah, just keep that in mind, guys.
But yeah, I should have it Tuesday. I mean, then of course I've been having a lot of fun, going and collecting all the Omega particles, and so that way I can get some good upgrade tokens. So
Jay Galloway says again in the Facebook chat, I thought the event was till the 23rd. It was to the 21st, but they've extended it to the 23rd. So yeah, you're right. It is the 23rd that is running until, which is a Saturday if I remember correctly.
Well, that was nice.
Yeah. These things happen. They do.
It wasn't that. It was one of those days. I was like so rared up just to get on and to play, and that's what I wanted to do for that day.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's annoying when you can't get to do what you want to do.
Yeah. So I mean, it just ruined my day for that. It's like, oh, I really wanted to play Star Trek.
And you're like, now I have to think of something entirely different to do all day.
Yeah. But of course, at least I had Deep Space Nine on at the same time. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just go back to watching Deep Space Nine.
Yeah. Jay Galloway asks again in the Facebook chat, what do we think of the new level up ships? Well, I'm on the fence with them, to be honest with you. They're it's great. You can get into a ship and you don't have to change ship every 10 levels. That's great. It's makes things so. I'm trying to think what's the best way of putting this. It has good and bad points, okay? So it's good that you don't have to go back every 10 levels to either Earth's space dock or to the first city. That's fantastic, alright? You don't have to keep on going back. On the other hand, going back every 10 levels and getting a new ship, assuming you're leveling up with a brand new character, means that you were always getting
all 3 planet killers have been
current
destroyed.
gear. So, for example, you start off with Mark 1 gear, and you eventually get Mark 5 gear, and Mark 8 gear, Mark 10 gear, and so on.
There is a massive
with the level up ships, you don't have that. So you could be level
All ships,
45,
return to the staging
and you
area.
could
We
still
must
be
prepare for
running
the boss.
with Mark III weapons if you didn't get any drops or any mission reward items that were an upgrade for you. So it's kind of shooting yourself in the foot, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I'm kind of on the fence with the level up ships. I'm not sure where I sit on them. I'm on the fence. That's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I have it, but I guess I didn't use it right. Because I never really noticed that it was, like, leveling up with me. But I probably did something wrong.
Nightweb just called me out. Do you see that in the Twitch chat?
What? Oh, for your Omega stabilization thing?
Yeah, okay. Right, okay.
I was just going to see if you were going to respond to that.
Alright, if you want, So, Nightweb said in the Twitch chat, Winter said he can get a really high score stabilizing the Omega particles. I can never get past about 1500. I want to see how high Winters can get live.
Alright, I feel challenged.
Hey.
The gauntlet has been thrown.
Yes, it has. Okay, well, here's what's going to happen, okay? We're going to finish up this run. We're going to announce the winner of our current giveaway, and then I'll quickly go off and I'll just transport somewhere, and I'll go and I'll do an Omega thing just to show you guys.
Yeah, I mean, by that time the zone should be reset.
Yeah, it should be for sure. Just to show you, this is how much stuff I've got. 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, and I'm on. So I've over 2,000 red, yellow, and blue, and slivers. Hyper Hydra says 1,000 dill, he gets a perfect 2,700. So there, guys, you can see what I've got so far. I'm aiming for between 200 and 300 tech upgrades this year. That's what I'm looking for. Between 200 and 300. That's what I would like to get. Do you know what? My luck is so bad, I'll probably completely mess it up. You know, the one time that I have to actually get a perfect score, I won't be able to do it. It's probably what's going to happen. No. Stay positive. Stay positive.
I was going to say, no
Don't
negative.
mentally psych yourself out now. Come on.
What are we up to here? 70 Voth defeated.
Yep, 3 minutes left.
Joseph Dillon just signed up to our website. Thanks for signing up, Joseph. That's absolutely
thanks.
fantastic. I'll most likely get to your application after the show. Obviously, I can't do it now. I'm kind of busy. Yeah.
Whoa, that Citadel was
Just
about
a little busy.
2 seconds. Nightweb. Don't choke. Cough.
What happened?
You're getting some trash talk.
It's not that I don't believe you as much as I want the satisfaction of actually seeing it beaten.
I hear you, because one day I got 2,100. That's the one time, like, most of the time.
That was like
I
a
get
few days
15.
ago.
Yeah, I know. Most of the time I get like 1,500 or like 1,800.
Alright, what have we got? We got 2 minutes left of this, and yeah, we'll announce the winner of the current giveaway. And we will have more another giveaway later on in the show as well. So if you don't win this time, you might win next time.
Well, that's good. I just finished 2 endeavors. Personal endeavors. That works.
Oh, nice.
Good stuff.
Yeah, I think I'm going to switch characters after this.
I think I want to switch ships.
Chiquita Seal says, if it wasn't for bad luck, you'd have no luck at all. That's my saying, dude. I say that. That's my saying. You're totally ripping me off, man. But it's true. It is totally true. I could fall into a barrel of boobies and come out sucking my thumb. Like, you know. Other people can fall into a barrel of crap and come out smelling like roses, but me, no, that wouldn't happen at all.
Wow, to just reiterate what Rikers just said.
I'm trying to think of something on a comeback with that one, but it's just not working.
My bad luck is it's terrible, man.
Oh yeah, 1 minute left. And another Citadel.
What are we up to? 165. That's not bad. $174. Still got 50 seconds left on the clock. Might be able to beat 200, guys. Scullin is curious as to if I have an Irish accent.
It's not apparent.
That's what I was going to say.
So, what I always say is, I don't have an accent. This is just how words sound when they're pronounced properly. But yes, I am from Ireland. But the funny thing is, people in Ireland can't narrow down what part of the country I'm from. Like, you don't have a Sligo accent. Like, yeah, I know I don't have any accent. Because, yeah, they can't put my accent down to a specific location. So, yeah, I don't know, make of that what you will.
Just blame it on all the
French.
I say just blame it on all the Americans you speak to on TS.
Oh, man. He's French. That is so funny.
The Votha retreat.
196 we got to.
So close. So close.
Ooh, I got an isomorphic injector though. I needed one of those.
Me too. Alright, let's get prepped up.
Alright, I'm gonna switch ships because I need to work on a different one.
Okay, so we are going to announce the winner of the current giveaway. We're closing the lines now. Right, so the winner of a Gamma Vanguard Starter Pack code is SR Hayden. Congratulations! You have won a Gamma Vanguard Starter Pack. So if you can please contact me, just send me a whisper over Twitch and let me know what your in-game handle is. We will get that code to you at the end of the show. And yeah, well done again. Congratulations.
I think the username is SR Haddon from... Is that a Contact reference? The movie, you know, or the book, actually, the Carl Sagan book? If so, that's an awesome username reference. It's where I think it comes from.
Alright, okay. Right. Kat, are you in this map here? Are you?
Oh no, I just left him switching ships.
Alright, we want to try and get you back in here because what I want to do is I want to send... Or Jason, are you in here?
Yes, I am.
Can you X up for me?
Oh yeah, because I switched to KDF anyway.
Okay.
I'm just going to send you a team invite. I'm going to go to K7. Oh, you're in the Aatrox. Okay, so here, this is me doing the Omega molecule stabilization doohickey. So who was it? Nightweb. Nightweb, are you watching? Don't go anywhere, guys. Don't go anywhere, okay? I'm just quickly going doing an Omega stabilization, then I'm coming back to the Undine Space Battle Zone.
I mean, we still have a minute before the zone reset anyway.
Yeah, okay. So, Nightweb, I hope you're watching. He's going to say now that he went AFK. I just know.
Riker's is waiting for you to fail.
Yeah. I mightn't talk much doing this now because it's not that easy to have a conversation with someone and concentrate at this at the same time.
Oh, he went to lunch. Riker said, "Oh no, Nightweb." Yeah, he said he was AFK.
I knew it. I knew somebody was going to say that.
Oh, see, now I'm watching it. I hope my computer didn't crash because I'm watching the stream now. I can't... Like, how are you doing that? It's so crazy. My mouse does not do what your mouse is. What?
Really?
Yeah!
Don't feel bad, Cat. Mine don't either.
I'm like, I would have missed, like, most of those by now.
Sure, it's not even at its fastest speed yet. There it is. Boom. 2700.
Oh my god. That is so crazy. What? Holy crap. And there you go, people. Do all that. Just copy that and you'll get 2700 too.
Yep. 2700. Okay.
The zone has reset.
He has a mod. Hyper Hydra. Yes, I get to keep my 1000 dill. He bet on me.
Wow, well done. That's amazing. There's no way. I'm like, I missed half of those by the time.
Yeah, no,
I must have just terrible hand-eye coordination.
Can you adjust the DPI on your mouse? Can you?
I can. No, I can. Do you do it up or down? I mean, what's the number you're supposed to be at?
Well, it's not a particular number. Just my mouse is. I can adjust the DPI, but I don't adjust it. It's already fast enough where I can, little movements are big movements on the screen, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I feel like mine's the same way. It's just like I can't get the subtlety, so I always overshoot the mark.
But like as I showed you guys earlier there, I mean, look, I have 2000 blue, 2000 red, 2000 yellow, and 2000 slivers so far. Once I have 2700 of each, that'll be 100 tech upgrades. With the slivers, that's another 100 tech upgrades. So I'm guaranteed 200 this year. I'm aiming between 200 and 300. I've currently got 230 Omega shards and 49 fragments. So I should hit my goal this year. But when I play the Omega minigame, what I normally do is I put on a movie or a TV show or something, and I just have that on the other monitor, and I kind of zone out, playing the game because it's mind-numbingly boring, and just stay there for an hour, just farming the hell out of it, and you build it up in no time. But I always get say between 2300 and 2700.
Wow. Well, Donnie Don'ts was asking what type of mouse you use.
I have a Corsair mouse, Corsair gaming mouse.
Maybe I just need to buy a gaming mouse.
Yeah, I used to have not a Logitech, it was another type of gaming mouse, which was actually better than this one. It had like 16 or 18 buttons on it or something, and the damn thing broke. I couldn't believe it. It was a really expensive mouse. So I went to the slightly cheaper gaming mouse that doesn't have as many programmable buttons on it, and I've been using that for like the last 2 years, which has been working really, really good for me.
I just buy cheapo mouses. If it's $10, that's cheap enough for me.
But yeah, with this one, there's a button on top, and I can just hit that, and it will automatically adjust the DPI. And look here, if I put it up to max, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Look how fast that mouse is moving off the screen now, and it's crazy. Like, if I put it back to normal, there, see. I can't remember what I had it set at now.
Oh, you're going to put off your whole game.
I know, right?
I was actually, when I went to go pick up the power supply from Best Buy for my computer, I was looking at gaming mouses. I was looking, it's got so many different buttons, and I'm like, ooh, these would be probably nice for TeamSpeak.
Yeah. Oh, I seen something there. Somebody was talking about TeamSpeak. It was Jay Galloway. Of course it was Jay Galloway. Oh my god, why did I not remember that? Have we not heard of Discord? So there's some privacy issues with Discord. We do have a Discord server, but there's some privacy issues with Discord that we just weren't comfortable moving over to Discord. And there's certain production reasons to do with Priority One Podcast and the Priority One Armada productions that we want to use TeamSpeak over Discord. So yeah, TeamSpeak is the primary voice communication software that we use in Priority One for a couple of different reasons, as I just said. But we use TeamSpeak, and it's available there for all members to use if they want. Totally fine if people don't want to use it. That's no problem at all. We don't force members to do anything they don't want to. The only time it becomes a requirement is if somebody wants to, obviously, join the any of the productions, either the Armada or the podcast, because obviously you need voice for that, or if you're looking to become a senior officer within Priority One Armada, because you need voice to communicate. It just makes things so much easier. So that's the only time that we require members to use it if they want to become a senior officer, because we put a lot of planning into events and things, and you need voice comms to coordinate all of that sort of stuff. Yeah, no problem, Jay. I see Draco is saying there in the Twitch chat, still wish TeamSpeak would release a good console option. Yeah, it'd be fantastic, really, because as you know, we've got the Xbox guys and the PS4 guys, and if there was an app that could be downloaded, I mean, we've got the server there, and it'd be great if the console guys could utilize that as well. Who knows? Maybe at some point in the future.
I don't know. That's too bad that the console guys can't join to TeamSpeak chat.
Yeah, I would say just not currently. I'd be hopeful that at some point, they'd have to. Surely it would mean more revenue.
I'm having an issue. I'm stuck on the ceiling of this thing.
Oh well, that's good. Hope you have fun.
I am literally stuck in the ceiling.
We're about 2/3 of the way there now. At this point. So not working out while buffing up.
Yeah, I've been Well, I'm glad it's an XP weekend, too, because I've been trying to level up this ship.
Uh-huh.
And so this comes in super handy.
Yeah, definitely. Great time to build up ship mastery for sure.
I guess there was some news this week about the Picard series we could talk about.
Yeah.
I guess it was hinted that it might be like a 3-season run.
Oh, wow.
And even Whoopi Goldberg said that she wouldn't mind returning, which would be amazing.
Yeah, that would be cool for sure. Okay, moving on to next objective.
I don't think they have a premiere date for the Picard series. I think it would have to be next year at the earliest.
Right, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think it'd be next year.
I mean, they're not filming it, to my knowledge.
Yeah, I think they're talking about next year at the earliest before the end.
But it'd be interesting to see what Guinan's been up to.
Alright, now I'm finally out of that ceiling.
I'll tell you what I am very interested in is the Section 31. I think that's such a great idea.
Oh, me too. And they hinted on the preview for next week's show that we might see Captain Giorgio, or Emperor Giorgio again.
Right, yeah. That I just think has so much potential. A show based on Section 31. It sounds like a regular TV show that, it's very James Bond,
Oh, absolutely.
So, yeah, like having a weekly show of James Bond, it's got to be good. It's got to be good.
Well, and look at the people involved, for sure.
Right. Can't see who actually said it now, so I remember somebody said there that Section 31 seems more like Mission Impossible meets James Bond. Perfect. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
And whichever one has questionable morality. I guess they both kind of do.
The first time that I seen or ever heard mention of Section 31 was Sloan in the episode DS9 episode Inquisition.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my god, I fell in love with it straight away. I was like, oh my god, this guy, this organization just sounds so cool. And I wanted more episodes with Sloan in it and learning more about Section 31. And any of those episodes that came out, I just loved. I thought they were all fantastic. It was great storytelling.
I did too. I like those. But I don't know who posted in chat because I can't see your username, but they said they'd love to see a show based on the Department of Temporal Investigations, and I agree.
I do too. That would actually be an interesting area to focus on.
I guess Doctor Who would be sort of like that, but not quite, I guess, if it was just Starfleet. Is there much buzz, Winters, over there about Good Omens that's coming out? Do you know about that?
No, I don't, to be honest with you.
It's a Neil Gaiman story, but David Tennant is in it. I mean, there's a bunch of big stars in it, but David Tennant primarily.
Right, okay.
So I've been looking forward to it, but I didn't know how popular it would be over there.
Yeah.
Ray Bosch Borg, does anyone know that a tab pops up on screen saying talk to Loot Critter? Press it, but it doesn't do anything.
That's an old bug, though, right?
I think so. For me, it pops up but goes away again pretty quickly.
Yeah, I'm never able to click on it. It goes away too fast.
Yeah. Okay, we're doing pretty good, guys. We've only got three more locations to capture, and we're on to the boss stage.
It looks like we're getting ready to lose one.
Remember, guys, if you want to join us, just come to the Undine Space Battle Zone, and all of us here, all the viewers in tonight's show, and ourselves, the hosts, we're all here. We're earning Undine marks and isomorphic injections, and the lithium and ship mastery and XP and all that good stuff. So you can come and join us and take part if you like. If you want to chat to us in game, you can join the Priority One chat channel by typing in the chat box /channel_join space Priority One, and then hit the enter key. You'll join the Priority One chat channel. We broadcast every Saturday night on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. We cover all the latest news for Star Trek Online, as well as the Priority One Armada. And then we team up with you guys, and we go off and earn currencies like marks and dilithium. And then for Armada members, we have TFO Tuesday. And after TFO Tuesday, then the Priority One podcast broadcasts on the same platforms that we've already mentioned. It's every Tuesday. And if you want to join Priority One Armada, you can go to priorityOneArmada.com. You can sign up there. We have PC, Federation, and KDF fleets, as well as console fleets for PS4 and Xbox. This is going really, really well so far.
Yep, 2 sections left.
Yep, exactly.
Did you get your new computer connected yet, Winters?
Do you know what? I didn't. I was looking at it yesterday. I was like, man, I really got to get that done. And I was like, well, I kind of want to get this 12-hour live stream out of the way first, and I want to get finished with my Assassin's Creed Let's Play series first, which I'm nearly done actually. I've nearly finished that Let's Play series.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I think I was saying to you before, see, if I put in the new computer now without having finished the Assassin's Creed Let's Play series, I'd have to play the game all over again. And I'm at the end. I know I'm at the end because it doesn't transfer over. It's not, server-based or cloud-based. It's,
right.
It's all saved locally. And, yeah, I don't know where the save file is in the game or even how it's saved locally, to be honest. So I don't know how to get my hands on that information. And, yeah, I need to get that over and done with before I set up the new computer. I can't believe that I have it, 2 months now at this stage?
I know, you've had it a while.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's no way I'd have some new thing like that able to sit at my house that long.
Make your way to their location.
Oh, whoa.
Well, it only took me 2 days before I even wanted to open up the case to my new computer.
Yeah. To destroy as many as possible.
Wow, Planet Killer already.
Yeah, I know. That went really, really fast.
Weapons to destroy its shielding.
Oh, Bulls is taking off. Bye, Bulls. See you later.
Later,
Bulls. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you have a good weekend, dude.
I just figured out why my stuff ain't working right. For some reason, my tactical consoles got switched out.
Oh, wow.
Whoops.
Yeah, whoops indeed.
Exactly.
How you liking that Aatrox, Jason?
I like this ship. It's just, for some reason, it seems like tonight it's just not wanting to turn the way I want.
Because it's a big old ship?
I don't know, because I'm usually in my Tier 6 Dreadnought Battlecruiser, and it turns just fine, but this one is just, for some reason, tonight it seemed like it's being harder to turn.
Right.
The Planet Killer has been destroyed.
Excellent. One Planet Killer down.
We going right or left?
Well, I'm going south.
I'm going west.
So, here's what we'll do. As soon as the Planet Killers are down, guys, what say we get our last giveaway going, and we'll finish off then. Do you guys want to do another round of this, or we finish up after this one?
I think I'm good.
For
being done.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So once all 3 Planet Killers are down, before we get onto that boss stage, we'll.
Nightweb wants you to do another Omega run. I mean, it really doesn't take that long if you needed to do another demonstration.
Right. Okay, I can do that. We can squeeze that in.
Nightweb, you must not have had enough of a lesson from what he was doing.
Well, it's pretty amazing to watch, though, because I'm just like, I'm like, well, I'd have missed that one, and that one, I'd have missed that one, too.
Well, see, that's the thing. I mean, I was sitting there, because I was listening on TeamSpeak when Winters was, trying to explain how to use the mouse. I was like, well, shoot, because, I was practicing up, doing, the colony world stuff, just because it's got the same kind of little thing for when you collect stuff there and on. I was trying to, it's like, I'm going to be a smart ass, I'm going to, excuse me, and just, get ready for everything. And then when he sat there and said, I tried that, and I was like, man, my mouse don't want to do what you're talking about, Winters.
All right, well, before we finish up, I'll go and I'll do one more of those, and I'll just sort of, walk through the couple of steps, for actually doing it. Like, mouse placement and, maybe hand placement on the mouse as well. But like when I started playing the Omega minigame, and that's out, what, is it 3 years now that's out? 4 years, maybe? 3 or 4 years, anyway. It took me a while before, I started getting perfect scores. I didn't just, magically start getting perfect scores every time.
Yeah, I mean, I've been playing it that long, and I'm still terrible at it, so... I think you just have good hand-eye coordination.
Probably. I know that sounds a bit cocky, but
go after the planet killer.
I was best shot when I was in the military. I was like one step down from a sniper.
Wow. See?
I have a 10-cent coin with a bullet hole in it that I took from 100 yards.
The planet killer has been destroyed.
100
Well,
yards.
All three
That's
planet killers
valid
have been
bragging.
destroyed.
All right.
Undine will
Right.
return.
So, we are going to kick off our last giveaway for tonight's show, everyone. So, what we would like you to type into the chat is the word Majel. Please type in the word Majel into the chat now. That will enter you in with a chance of winning a Gamma Vanguard starter pack. So, get going, guys. And while everyone's doing that, we will finish off this Voth level. And then we will go and do an Omega minigame. And then we'll wrap up the show.
Sounds good. Did we mention, though, that if you've already received a Gamma Vanguard pack, that you can only get it one time?
Right, so if you've already got a Gamma Vanguard pack, you won't be able to get it a second time. If you already have the Gamma Vanguard, Mega Bundle, the big one, the starter pack isn't going to give you anything. So remember that, guys. Okay?
Nightweb's asking if he's getting banned. Pretty good.
I swear, every week, there's always viewers that just come up with some really, really funny stuff.
Oh, for sure.
I can never make jokes over text. If I'm making a joke, I have to, I have to say it. I can't do it over a medium.
Yeah, we have some pretty funny members and people out there.
Alright, what did we get? 196 last time, is that right?
Yes.
Excuse me. That big fat Aatrox in the way. Oh, hey, Jason.
Somebody's got a vengeance. Who's that? Weston.
Weston, oh yes, Weston.
Holla, Epsilon.
And see, Chiquito is in his Gamma Vanguard, or Gemma carrier, Gemma Dart carrier.
I see some Romulan ships. Winter's in your Defiant. Big ol' scimitar just came swooping down.
Yep, I think it's time for me to switch back to my Fleet Tier 6 ship. I like my saucer separation and I kind of miss it.
Do you really get that much out of the saucer sep?
I do. I feel like I can actually turn better when I'm in a battle with my saucer sep. But you know, I don't know. It just feels like I'm missing something because I don't have that ability to, you know, my trayer or something. So
yeah.
The guys in Twitch chat are wanting to see your build.
Whose build?
Yours.
Mine?
Or JP Delano says he wanted to see your Defiant build.
Jason knows I've got something evil planned. Okay, so you want to see my Defiant build? Okay, I'm going to bring it up on screen now. Okay, did you get that? I just flashed it up for like a second.
There it is! Ta-da!
Yeah, that was really evil. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the comments to start coming now in the chat. What the hell? Jail time for flashing. Okay, we got a minute left and we're on 174. Flashing builds? Question mark. I thought this was a family show.
Nice one.
We're up to 195 with 40 seconds left. I'd say...
Might beat it.
Yeah, I'd say we're going to beat it.
Of course, it takes 10 seconds to respawn.
I know, right? Oh, there's Ray Bosch Borg in his... what's the name of the ship again? The winter ship?
I forget.
I did too.
Fire ship.
Fire ship. Men bring fire.
I have made fire.
217, guys. Well done. We beat our previous run. Well done, indeed.
Oh, nice.
Sweet.
And I'd say that's going to be it. It won't get any. Oh wait, we might. 17 to 18 to 19 to 20 to 20 to 20.
Oh, that was excellent.
Yeah, that's a good run, guys. Well done, everyone. Well done indeed. Okay, so as promised, another Omega. I am going to go back to K7 and do another Omega there. And this is specifically for Nightweb. Okay. Right. So, first thing is, and obviously I can't show you guys this, you want your hand and arm to be resting comfortably somewhere. You want to be able to position your mouse so that you can make short little movements up and down, okay, like this, with ease, without having to move your entire arm. Okay, you want to be able to make these movements with your wrist, alright, by either pulling your wrist or your fingers up or pushing them out, okay? The next thing is the mouse placement, as in the cursor. You want that over the capture device, not here in the center or over here on the left-hand side, okay? You want it directly over where you actually capture the Omega molecules, okay? So there's some little tricks, and right, we'll begin. And as each one comes along, you just move the cursor up and down to capture each one, and it's pretty easy when you have the mouse directly over the capture device for capturing the molecules.
Yeah, you know, that worked a lot better after you told me that, but...
Oh, I missed one. Alright, so that's 2600. So now I have to do another one just for Nightweb to show him the 2700. That's okay.
I like watching you do it more than I like doing that. It's pretty, like, hypnotic.
Alright.
It's pretty hypnotic.
Doing another one, and this is for 2700. Not being drunk helps.
How do you know? It helps me.
Oh my god. Oh, that was too funny. It looks like it's like I don't know. I want a burger. But yeah, I remember when I first started doing this, I used to have the mouse more in the middle, and I found that, you know, keeping it over the actual capture thingy made it much easier. It wasn't, because it was very distracting going the other way. Yeah. There we go, 2700. Ta-da!
Oh my god!
So that's a 2600 and a 2700 now you guys have seen.
Hyper Hydra was asking about when it jumps ahead sometimes, and I think that's like penalizing you for when you miss them.
Right. Sometimes it happens. As long as you can get a score of 2300, you're guaranteed this prize, which is 1 sliver and 3 traces. If you get 2200, you'll get 1 sliver and 2 traces. And then, of course, every now and then you can get a free shard or a fragment. Every now and then. That can happen.
Now you're going to make me want to go and practice all that now.
Yep.
I'm like, I still won't be able to do it, but I'll give it a go.
Farnsworth is asking, what about 300? I'm assuming you're talking about a score of 300? That's just one trace.
What? Yeah, well, see, there has been times where I will start one of the Omega particles, and then all of a sudden, I'll get like 56 in, and then all of a sudden it just shuts off.
That does happen from time to time. Unfortunately, it seems like that's a little bug that can happen every now and then, and it's when another player is interacting with the nodes. You know the text. The node that you interact with to kick off the game.
Yeah.
It's like they reset it or something when they interact with it, and that's been there from day one. But it doesn't happen all the time. It's just every now and then. And it happens to me as well. Sometimes I get a score of 50, and I only get one trace. But it's not the end of the world. Woohoo! I got one trace, and I just start up another game, and I just continue on. And here is another 2700. There you go. Right, let's announce the winner of our final giveaway for tonight's show. And the winner of a Gamma Vanguard starter pack is J.L. Galloway. Congratulations! If you can please contact me, so send us a message over on our Facebook page, because I know you're on Facebook, and let us know what your in-game handle is, please, and we will send that prize to you at the end of the show. One thing I want to point out, guys, is those of you who have won in tonight's show, make sure that you have, number one, room in your mailbox. Okay, make sure your mailbox is not full, otherwise you won't get the mail with the prize code. And two, make sure your settings are not set to only accept mail from friends. So, for example, this one here, only allow friends and fleet to email. That must be set to off. Okay, that has to be set to off. If you've got it set to on, you won't get the mail, okay, and you won't get your prize. So keep that in mind, guys. Very important.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Everything
Kat.
okay, Kat?
Sorry, I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, so we just done the final giveaway.
Oh, nice. Who won?
J. Galloway. J.L. Galloway, actually.
Oh,
won.
nice.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah. So we're just that's it for tonight's show. That wraps up episode 76 of Priority One Armada Live. But before we go, here's a glimpse at next week's show. As we mentioned earlier, next week we are joining the Priority One podcast team for a 12-hour next Extra Life marathon live stream. During the show, we will be talking more about the latest news from Star Trek Online and the Priority One Armada. Plus, we'll be teaming up with you in another adventure zone to earn more marks and dilithium. And remember, guys, we will have a number of prizes being given out throughout the full 12 hours. So next week is a show you do not want to miss. Okay, so that's starting at noon Central next week on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube, and going until midnight Central for a full 12 hours. Okay, Jason.
Looking for a friendly and helpful community to join in Star Trek Online? Then sign up and join Priority One Armada by visiting PriorityOneArmada.com. We have Federation and Klingon fleets on both PC and console platforms. You can also chat with us in-game by joining the Priority One chat channel by typing /channel_join space Priority One into the in-game chat box and hit the enter key.
Don't miss a thing from the world of Star Trek. Catch all the latest news regarding the Star Trek Multiverse on Priority One, a Roddenberry Star Trek podcast. Get a new episode every Friday by pointing your favorite podcast app to feeds.PriorityOnePodcast.com. And of course, you don't want to miss an episode of Priority One Armada Live, so make sure you follow us on our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/PriorityOne. And on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/user/P1 network, all one word, and then hit the enter key. You never know when we'll have another giveaway.
Finally, I would like to say a very special thank you to the Priority One Armada live staff who helped make this show possible, Especially my co-hosts Jason and Kat for joining me on this week's adventure. And of course, a big thanks to you guys, the viewers, because without you, none of this would be possible. So until next week, take care, live long and prosper. Say goodbye, guys.
Have a good one.
Thanks, everyone. See you later.
See y'all. Adios. Have a good weekend.